Hi there, my name's Jake, and I'm the Pharmacy Technician Supervisor here at Lock Haven Veterinary Hospital. Today I'm joined by Dr. McIntosh, and I have just a few questions about dog wellness that we're going to go through. First, Dr. McIntosh, what does a veterinarian look for during a dog wellness exam?
Jake, a dog wellness exam is going to be your full physical exam. We're going to look at your dog from nose to toes, make sure that we see everything on the outside looks nice and normal, their skin, their coat, their eyes, their ears, their mouth, their teeth. Make sure that they're walking around normally, make sure that they're not in any pain, and go from there.
What do I need to bring to a wellness exam?
So typically we want you and your dog. Your dog would appreciate if you could bring them a stool sample so that we don't have to go fishing for it. So always, always, always bring a stool sample. If we don't need it, we will throw it out for you. But we love presents. So bring your dog, bring your questions, and bring your dog's stool sample.
Are wellness exams for dogs optional?
No. We want to see your dog at least once a year because each one of those years is like 10 years in a person's life. So dogs age quicker than we do. They get problems that they love to hide. So we certainly want to find things so that we can treat them early, so that we can make sure that you and your dog's quality of life lasts as long as humanly possible so that you can spend that time with them and still have that bond.
How long do dog wellness exams usually take?
So, Jake, it really depends on what's going on with your dog. If they're happy, healthy, all we're doing is vaccinations, getting blood, and everything looks good, certainly that will take a shorter period of time. If we're dealing with a problem, we find something that we need to treat, certainly that may take a little bit longer. If your dog is having some trouble while they're here because they're not used to handling or they're stressed out, we may send you home with some medication to help them come in a little bit happier so that we can do our job better and not stress them out.
How do dog wellness exams influence subsequent treatments?
So depending on what we find, if we find something like an ear infection, if we find something like we have chronic skin problems, that may tell us that we need to see your dog more often. That may tell us that we need to do diagnostics or treatments more often. It really depends on what we find, what's going on. If we're happy, healthy, and there's nothing else going on, then we just see them when they're having problems. And at least once a year for that wellness exam for our young ones, and at least every 6 months for our older guys.
What are baseline diagnostic tests, and how do they help my dog?
So what a baseline diagnostic test, just like in people, we're looking for what are your normals. So normals in dogs are based off of an average population of dogs have this number for their kidney values or their liver values when they're healthy. Your dog may be on one side of the spectrum or the other, but we need to know what your dog's healthy looks like. So from the outside, from the inside, blood work, stool sample checks, and that physical exam is really important. But if we know what they look like when they're normal, if they get sick, we have something to compare to. If your dog generally has an elevated liver value, that's not bothering it, that's not a problem. We don't know that if we never check it. If we are looking for parasites and we didn't know that they had something, we don't know if we don't check.
Thank you, Dr. McIntosh.
Thanks, Jake. If you have any questions about your dog, we want to get them in for their wellness exam, you can give us a call here at Lock Haven Veterinary Hospital, and we'd be happy to see you.